Hey everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen. Today I wanted to talk to you about making bone broth. Now, bone broth has so many health benefits. If you have never researched it, I encourage you to go online and look at some articles. Number one, bone broth, it contains so many vitamins and minerals. Number two, it can help benefit your digestive system by healing leaky gut syndrome and so many other things with your digestive tract. Number three, it can help you fight inflammation, which for most of us that is huge. Number four, it improves your joint health. And number five, it's very weight loss friendly. And number six, it can help you improve your sleep and your brain functions. Now, my personal testimony with bone broth is after I had my daughter, it was my second child, and about a day or two later, I started feeling very overwhelmed and a lot of anxiety. Now, for me, that's very abnormal. I'm not normally that type of person. So I knew that, well, hey, I had just had a baby. Maybe my nutrients in my body level was a little depleted. Well, I started researching it and I found this article that suggested that adding gelatin to your diet would help with feelings of anxiety and being overwhelmed. I know that sounds crazy, but I tried it and you know what? It was gone like that. So I know that sounds weird, but if it can work for me, maybe it can work for you too. So not only that, but bone broth helps your soups and your sauces just have so much flavor. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so here is all of our ingredients. Now, I like to save bones as I go. I just keep them in my freezer. So I have a ham bone, and then I have some chicken or some turkey bone, and some of like the neck from the turkey when I did it. So I just like to save all of those. Just put that in your Instapot. Now, you don't have to use an Instapot. You could do it on the stove. However, Instapot takes a lot less time to cook it and to suck all the nutrients out of it. So if you do have an Instapot, it's super beneficial. Okay, now to make it really flavorful, I'm going to add some vegetables. I'm going to do some celery. Celery gives it a good flavor. And then I'm going to do some carrots and some onion. Now, you don't have to cut these in really big chunks if you don't want to. All right, now some carrots. You can really add whatever kind of vegetable you want. You know, one of the things that makes this very flavorful is all of these veggies, because it's like you're sucking the nutrients out of the veggies also. Okay, now I love garlic. I do. I'm just going to smash the cloves a little bit and then just give it kind of a light chop. All right. Next thing that we're going to add is some apple cider vinegar. Now, you want vinegar in your bone broth because that's really going to suck the nutrients out of the bones and let that dissolve into the broth. So I'm going to use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And then I'm also going to add a bunch of spices. Now, this is the 21 organic no salt seasoning from Costco. It has 21 different herbs in it. I'll do about a tablespoon or 2 of that. And then I bought this one from Spiceology. It's called garlic herb. And I will do about 1 to 2 tablespoons of that also. Now I'm going to fill this up with water, and then I'm going to start it for 2 hours on pressure cook. Now, just make sure that the sealing vent at the top right here is on sealing when you're doing your Instapot. Now, I have left it in the pot all day. Ooh, that looks so good. Now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to transfer it to the strainer, and then I have a bowl underneath, and then I will show you guys how I store it. What I'm doing is I'm going to put them in canning jars. And I'm just going to boil some jars, boil the water, and get them all nice and hot. That way it gets all of the impurities off the jars, and it also makes it hot enough so that the lids will seal and your bone broth will be canned. Okay, so I have drained the bones out of the bone broth and all of the vegetable. Can you see that nice gelatin on the top there? It looks so awesome. Okay, so I heated up my jar, and I have this really cool topper thing that's going to help me so that I don't spill the bone broth on the edges. And that way it will allow me to seal it a little bit easier. All right, oops, I put it a little too full, that's okay. You want it filled not quite this full, maybe just down a little bit. And then I heated up the top as well as this. There you go. Now you can put it in the fridge or in the cabinet and it will last just great. Now, if you were wanting a little extra, like let's say your jar didn't get as hot as maybe it should have, you could always put this back into hot boiling water and kind of let the top seal. All right, well, I waited an extra day to show this to you guys because I wanted you to see the nice layer of fat that's on the top. And you can also see a layer on the bottom that's full of herbs. You guys, this is gonna be so flavorful for your soups. Now, if you haven't liked or commented or subscribed to this channel yet, make sure to go do that now. We'll see you later. Bye.